Hi there, I'm glad you can join me today. One way I perk up my day is by doing a little bit of makeup. I feel that when we look better for ourselves, we feel better as well. So let's bring some peppiness to this droopy face. If you like this content, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share with people that might be interested. So let's get going. I'm also heavily nearsighted and I don't wear contact. I have dry eyes, no contact. So at times you might see a big mirror covering my face. Sorry about that. I'll try to find a solution in the future. But let's get started. So I just prepped my lips. Yeah, I have a very sallow face. It's partly naturally due to heritage as an Asian person. Partly I have some health issues that definitely contributes to this face. So one other thing I like to do is I think a purple primer helps to make the face a little bit brighter, I guess. Yeah. How's your day? A lot of times I feel like I'm more moody when I wake up in the morning than when I go to bed. I don't sleep well at all. It's been a long time. Again, because I'm not going out today, so not going to put like a heavy complexion stuff on my face. Anyway, for the complexion today, I'm using this BareMinals Complexion Rescue. Just a tinted moisturizer that has SPF in it. I like it for the days when I'm indoor. I don't need a lot of coverage, but I still like to block some of that UVA, UVB. So I like to put the foundation on the back of my hand and then just dot it around my face. I have the most, I don't know what you call it, freckles or sunspots in the middle section of my face, my cheeks and across my nose. I think that's probably where most people have a lot of sunspot. So I usually dot it around there first because it's the most coverage goes there. Here's my little mirror. I really need to look at it. I'm almost blind without my glasses. I have really bad nearsightedness, like almost 5.0. I mean, it doesn't cover much, but it does even out the complexion a little bit. So that's that. I don't think I'm going to put a second layer on. Like I said, I'm just at home. So today for the eye primer, I am using the Ulta Beauty Tinted Eye Primer. I just rub it between my finger a little bit and then pat it on my eyes. Let's conceal this tremendous under eye circle. So I have really bad dark under eyes and incredibly puffy. This is just the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Peachy corrector. I like to use the peachy corrector and sometimes I don't bother putting another thing over it. I just press it in with my finger. Some sense. So Yeah, but right now my fingers are colder than my face, so I'm not sure if it's melting it into my face like they say. I'm gonna take the sponge I was using. It has a little bit left over of the foundation, and I'm just gonna press it all in, and maybe it will get the colors all melted together a little bit better. Today the eyeshadow I'm using, it's the one I'm holding in my hand. This is an oldie. This is Kat Von D Shade and Light Eyes. I don't know if you guys remember this. I don't know how old this is. It's probably at least 5-6 years now. I actually never got it when it came out. I didn't feel like I needed it. It was really expensive. But like maybe 6 months ago, I would say, I went to TJ Maxx and they actually had this, and it was on sale, and I believe I picked this up for like $18-20. And when I used it, I could see why people liked it, but yeah, I never hear anybody talk about it anymore. I'm just gonna focus on this little section here. This little section, the warm section. I usually go for that again because I have a yellow undertone. So I'm just gonna use this big peachy pan here. These are like super pigmented and super uber like full color and really smooth, really easy to blend out. I was really surprised when I got it. I was like, oh, it makes sense why people liked it. This is not a tutorial. This is honestly just kind of get ready with me. Yeah, again, like I said, I'm not very healthy. I got health issues. A lot of times when I wake up in the morning and see myself in the mirror, it's almost depressing. I'm running my nose. So even when I'm home, sometimes I like to just put on a little bit of makeup just so that when I see myself, I'm not too sad. You know, I find that even like a really simple makeup can really make the difference for the day, for the eye look, and yeah, I don't mind it. Maybe make the face a little more three-dimensional. Now I'm kind of going to this like burgundy or brick brown. I like this color. I find that a little bit of like reddish tone, reddish brown kind of thing works. Ooh, that's pigmented. Works really well for my skin tone. It seems to like brighten it up or something. I actually really like this brush. This is from the Real Techniques Insta Pop eyeshadow dual. This is the big one. I really like this. I don't see a lot of people talk about this eyeshadow brush. But anyway, here's the lightest shade in this quad. So I'm gonna put some of that on my eyelid. I just started doing more makeup in the last couple of years. Growing up, my mother was not one that uses makeup, so I always feel like, well, I don't know anything about makeup. And I kind of thought it's like only shallow people wear makeup. Or I thought like if you get older, you wear makeup. When I was younger, I didn't think very fond of people who wear makeup, at least when I was young or at a young age, because I feel like youth, I'm gonna put a little bit in the inner corner here, because I think that when you're young, you should just let your youth shine. Ultimately, any of these makeup products are not very good for your skin, really. They kind of, no matter what kind of claims they put out, it really kind of stifles your skin. Particularly the complexion products like foundation and such. I can see that eye color is something a little bit fun to give a little color, but I honestly think that when you're young, just enjoy your young skin, enjoy your youth, your youthful look. Don't cover it up so much. But now I have a different look, perspective. Probably partly due to age, due to my health. I myself have reached the age where I don't naturally look radiant. So I'm starting to understand why people enjoy makeup. I used to think, not wearing makeup, it's almost like a kind of honesty. Like, this is how I look. If you ask me how I feel today and I look yellow, I look droopy, I look sad, that's how I feel today. I wear how I feel on my face. And I thought that was being honest. But come to this age, I realized that sometimes honesty is one thing, but another thing is, maybe courtesy-wise, if people don't need to know that much about you not feeling well. And I've come to be a more private person too. I find that when I don't look so good, I don't know if it's just Chinese people are really blunt, but they direct. So I have to wear my glasses to do my eyebrow because, again, I can't see. I can't see where my eyebrows are. Chinese people are very blunt and direct, so oftentimes if they don't see you looking so good, they start asking, what's wrong, what's wrong? I appreciate my friends caring for me, but honestly, sometimes I kind of just want to keep things to myself, especially like health problems is kind of private. And I'd rather put out a better looking face when other people see me. They feel better too, instead of having to worry for me or feel bad for me. Sometimes that's just not necessary. If people are just, we're just saying hello. Alright. So I need to finish my face makeup before I finish my eye makeup. Really easy. I have really dry skin again, so I try not to powder my whole face. If I'm using powder products like blush and bronzer, I might not powder that area. So today I'm using this Kevyn Aucoin Neo Bronzer. Again, I got this at Marshalls. TJ Maxx and Marshalls are the same company, from the same company. So this is again marked down, very, very heavily marked down, and I really appreciate that. I got this for like dirt cheap, $15. I think original price was like $60 or something like that. Really expensive. So I'm glad to save some money there. So this face palette comes with bronzer, blush, and highlight already. So I appreciate things that give me convenience. Is one product is really helpful. You don't have to fuzz. So I'm just contouring a little bit. It is a cooler tone palette. I have one color on my eyes, so I think a cooler tone is really nice to kind of balance out the face. So, my idea with perking up or like add a little peppiness to my life, like I mentioned, is that I'm a little bit depressed due to like my health, like different things. Life throw a lot of things at you. So, you know, I'm generally pretty droopy looking, so I'm glad to do a little. I find that it's really helpful to, I'm going to contour my nose a little bit with this lip brush. To find something that is enjoyable and define those things, you know, to really say, oh, you know, I did this, I really enjoyed it, and I'm gonna keep doing this. I want to remember the things that I've done, that when I'm upset, that these things help me pick up my mood a little bit, and so that the next time I'm upset, which is, I'm pretty droopy every single day, but then throughout the day I find things that help me deal with that. It's kind of like building the ladder. It's not 100%, it's not a guarantee that doing any of these will help me. Sometimes I'm just way too depressed to get myself to do anything, unfortunately. But sometimes if I can get myself to do some of these little things that make me happy, it does really help to pick up the mood. I feel like this helped me, like when I face people, it helped me to be a more pleasant person, and you know, I mean, it's not just for other people. It makes, the most important part is when I feel better, then, you know, then I can deal with other people a little bit better too. Put the blush on my nose a little bit sometimes. Yeah, this is a really subtle palette. I really like it. I don't need anything dramatic. I don't need to look too much like a clown, but you see how I had such like yellow complexion blush? I mean, I never do heavy blush, but just a little bit of blush really helped to transform the face. I really like it. And here is the kind of like a pinky champagne highlight. What I do is I take this angle brush and I flip it around and dip the pointy part into the highlight. That was probably too much. But this is a really subtle highlight as well, and I just take the, you see how I do it? I just kind of take the pointy part to my face. That way, like, it doesn't muddle, the highlight doesn't muddle with the bronzer and the blush. But anyway, my point with makeup now is to keep it balanced. There's something about outer beauty that help us to, I feel like it helped to bring out some of the inner beauty, because when a person looks really yellow, really sallow, and not very good looking, a lot of times people just overlook them completely. I don't need to stand out, but I just feel like not looking extra droopy really helps to have a normal conversation, to have a to have people pay just the right amount of attention when you're talking to them. I find that to be helpful. But ultimately, I do think that inner beauty is what's most important, you know, is to be an honest person, to be a humble person, try to be helpful to other people, try to be grateful. So in my first video, I unboxed my bullet journal. One of the reasons I started doing bullet journaling is I thought about doing, I want to do a little bit here. I thought about writing down something like a gratitude thing every day, because I find that to be helpful for me to think about the things that makes me happy and that I should be thankful. The more thankful we are, the happier we are, really. Take a big fluffy brush and I get like Swirl it around, and I really just put it on the perimeter of my face. I know a lot of people kind of put it in the middle of the face, which I do too, especially around my nose. But mainly, I put it around on the very perimeter of my face because that's where my hair gets stuck on my face all the time, and I find that so annoying. So even though I want some radiant, I just try to keep the cheek part clear. I'm just gonna do a little bit of eyeliner with using the eyeshadow palette in the one of the dark brown colors, since it's just kind of a light neutral look. I'm not going to do mascara. I have like the tiniest, flimsiest, sparsest eyelash, and I just find that clipping it all the time is really bad. For the lips, I guess I'm just gonna throw a little lip gloss. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in Tiramisu. It's just kind of a light peachy nude. I really like it. No fuzz, and I find that it lasts on my lips decently well too. So this is it. This is the look. I can't complete my look without putting on my good old glasses. How do I look? I hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe you can do it with me next time. But this is the Peppy look today. I don't know what you think of it, but I think I look a little bit better and ready to go about my day, even though I'm just kind of staying home. So leave a comment down below. What do you do when you're cooped up in the house? That's what happened to me today. Kind of snowed in. I probably do some cleaning, cooking, do some editing. So I hope you like this video. If you enjoy it, please like, subscribe, and share with friends that are interested. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.